Now let's move a little bit towards Donetsk. As you can see, Donetsk is under very heavy fire. Today, as I told you, yesterday and today there is a Russian day, like holiday, big holiday. Maybe this is the reason why the Ukrainians are shelling this town heavily. Today they bombed local market. As I understand, few people were killed during this day. So, and they're using not just the artillery, but they're also using their Grad system, reactive system. So there are a lot of casualties among civilians. There is no report about casualties among military forces. By this evening, there was a report that Ukrainians managed to attack Donetsk with 80 reactive rockets. A lot of casualties, a lot of fire, a lot of damage, and so on. And as we can see, the Russians still don't have any option, any way how they can reduce all this danger, all this situation. They just can't push Ukrainians from Avdiivka, from Krasnogorovka, from Peski, from Marinka. This area is the most fortified in the Ukrainian situation, in Ukrainian conflict. So we'll see, we'll follow. I hope that sooner or later all this shelling stops, but for now there is no other way, and as I understand, we're gonna see this shelling every day, and I'm sure that there is a very high risk that Donetsk might be reduced till ruins by all these shellings. Very bad, because of the fact that civilians suffer in this situation, a lot of killed people, but we can't do anything with this, and the Russians also can't do anything with this as well. So everybody asks why the Russians can't establish control of Avdiivka, why can't they bring their air forces to bomb this area and so on. There are like three reasons why can't they do this. First of all, this area is few reasons. First of all, this area is very fortified. If you take a look at Avdiivka, it's a very small village. There are a few villages around this town, and there are around 15,000 of Ukrainian soldiers. Just take a look at Avdiivka, the small village. Just like take a look, not big. We can calculate its like with this help of this, just 8 kilometers, 15,000. And now let's take a look at Severodonetsk and Lysychansk agglomeration. You see, Lysychansk agglomeration, Severodonetsk, Zolotoye. There are 15,000 soldiers on entire this territory. Just compare 15,000 here, like Lysychansk, Severodonetsk, Borivsk, Zolotoye, Gorsk, and a small Avdiivka, 15,000, of course, with the villages around this area. A lot of Ukrainians, a lot of equipment, a lot of artillery, a lot of missiles, a lot of anti-airports, every single type of weapon that Ukraine has, they have it there. So it's not very easy, at least, to come close to this area with your airplanes. And they have a lot of possibility to destroy the Russian drones. So we must say that the Russian intelligence in this area with drones is on a very low level. Not because they don't want to do this, because the Ukrainians are very effective against this. You see that we saw that the Russians tried to prepare some flower of Verkhnetoretsk, like to break through the Ukrainian defense in this area by attacking New York, by trying to encircle Avdiivka, but they stopped and they can't do anything more. Furthermore, 15,000, a lot of army, and another important update about this area, that Avdiivka chemical plant. Avdiivka chemical plant. You see that there was a chemical plant in Severodonetsk. You remember those pictures of destroyed, of big smoke in the sky. And it's very dangerous, and you see that this chemical plant is very close to Donetsk, and if the winds will be successful for the Ukrainians, all these chemical things may go to Donetsk, and there may be a lot of casualties. And I'm sure that there are some chemical things on this plant, so this is the reason why the Russians, they don't know how to solve this issue. If they destroy Avdiivka and push Ukrainians, of course, they can destroy all the chemical stuff on this area. I'm not saying that I have 100% information, I'm just projecting what is going on there. It's a chemical plant, so that means that something can be there connected with chemical stuff, and this stuff is very dangerous, not just for Avdiivka, but for entire Donetsk with population more than 1 million. And how to solve this issue? The only one way how to solve Avdiivka issue is to encircle this area and to cook this area as long as possible, maybe months, maybe 2, maybe even a year, like to establish control over entire Avdiivka, to encircle it, those 15,000 with their food, ammunition, with their defense, with their fortification, and wait when they will eat everything, drink everything, and use every single bullet, and after that there will be no other way, just surrender. Maybe this is the only one option for this area.